Hey, Charlotte, because this really is just, my YouTube is really just a personal diary, basically a video diary for me to keep updating and for me to be able to see the progress I've made. Today is currently the 27th of October, so my last video was about a month ago. I know sometimes people, because I comment on Bradley's videos a lot, watch these videos, so sorry for anybody that's actually watching this because this is off my shitty Chromebook webcam. Anyways, so this is going to be all about Squaaat and just my personal journey with Squaaat. So I have been consistently lifting since January. Now, for the longest time I was so scared of squatting, and that is because when you don't have good form, it's hard to squat. Like, okay, squatting's hard regardless, but it's a lot harder when you don't have good form, and you can feel that. You don't feel secure with the weight, and no, that's not an excuse, but I never knew how to squat, so I would avoid it. And then I gradually, I guess like in April-ish, I would start using the Smith machine. Not the Smith machine, but almost like a different variation of the Smith machine. This Smith machine you can only move up and down, but this was like a whole, almost like a box that I could step back, but I was still attached. I don't know if any of y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like a Smith machine variation, except you have a little bit more movement with it. And I would use that for the longest time. And that, I guess, kind of helped with my confidence with squatting, because a lot of it is just a mind thing. And then I went to Florida for 5 weeks, and I was not in the gym. I was active, however, I wasn't in a gym. So when I came back from Florida, I was like watching so much YouTube videos, etc., etc., and I was like, fuck being scared of squatting, I'm going to the squat rack. And gosh, it's crazy because it's so crazy the progress you make, and then looking back at it, and in the moment you don't realize things until you can look back and you know different then, or you know different now. But I remember having no idea how to do how to move the pegs on the squat rack. I didn't know how to set up the safety bars, because I always do have safety bars at the bottom. I always do. I don't squat with a spotter, so I'm rather safe than sorry. I don't care about that. And I remember squatting, I would go like 90 pounds when I first started on the squat rack, which is decent. However, my form really was shit still. It wasn't complete shit, but it was mediocre shit. And now, that was in July that I started squatting with the squat rack. I also, in July, thanks to Heidi Somers, also congratulations, because she just placed, first in her third bikini competition. Her second and third one she placed first in, but just most recently, this past weekend, she placed first again, so congrats! I was watching, she has a squat video, and it's like 12 variations or 10 variations of squats, and in every video she's like, you have to squeeze your glutes, you have to squeeze your glutes. And I started doing that, and I really hated it. I was like, this is so pointless, blah 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 blah. Ladies, gentlemen, it's not pointless. You have to squeeze your glutes if you want that bum. It makes a huge difference. I can't even begin to tell you. You really do feel it. It is more taxing on the body, but that's okay. It's okay. Anyways, so since July I have been squatting with the squat rack, and my squat form, like, I am so proud of myself for my form. I do ass to the grass. It's slowed, it's controlled, and I'm just honestly really proud of my squat form. I am now, so I started at 95. Duh, I can't count. Okay, so I started at 95, and just yesterday was my most recent leg day, and I was able to get 165 for 10 reps, ass to the grass. So I'm really proud of that. Slowed, controlled. I do glute day and then I do leg day. So glute day, my squats, I usually go a little lower in the weight, and it's very slowed, very controlled. And then I squeeze really hard. When I'm focusing on my legs, it's not as big of a focus on my glutes. So when I'm squatting, I'm not too worried about getting that squeeze in. I definitely still get a squeeze, but nothing compared to what I usually do. And I was really proud of myself. I went in there telling myself I was going to do 155 for 15 reps, and I not only did that, but I also was able to bust out 165 for 10. I've done 185 one rep before. However, it was not ass to the grass, so I really don't even want to count that. So that's my current squat update. My form is really good, and that's my biggest thing I'm proud of, is I'm confident in my form now. And once you master the form, the weight will come like that. So that is my personal squat update. I'm hoping I can do 225 at one point. That's like my big goal right now. It's a whole 60 pounds. So, but I mean, from July to now, I've increased 70 pounds, so it's possible. But it's scary as well. Thank you for anybody watching this, but like I said, it's really just a personal video diary for myself. Mwah! And keep lifting. Oh, I did not stop recording.